this vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Oha.
Oldu.
Vay be. Bir vampir sadece bir vampir öldürebilir diyor ya.
Ankara'da da.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
Ay dur. Şunları keselim.
Bu ne ya?
O neyim ya?
Canım mı oldu? Sersemlettin mi?
Done. Time to move on.
Tamamdır.
Sersemlettin
If
bayağı
not
iyi.
for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate to happen
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Hadi gidelim.
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castelnovello.
It's the best in Ortusa. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post
Ya
for years.
sıkıştım ya.
There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Nereden gideceğiz?
Sinematik girdim.
Ha, sinematik
Captain
girdi,
de
aynen.
la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Kimi destek?
Bakalım dur bana gelmedi. Heh. Çok mu belli etmiş oluruz ama soruşturma dersek?
Tamam bir diyelim o zaman. Dedim.
Game to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
Kimlerin şaraba erişimi var?
Bir
The
mi?
Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all
Tam
alone.
suçlu bu.
At least a dozen others work here.
I see.
Ama bunu
you've
eski
little
sevgilisi
notion how wine is
kaçırmadı
made.
mı ya?
Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal.
Evet anlattı
Nasıl
ya.
yani?
Workers assist me
Yanlış o.
only to the stage of fermentation.
Ha,
I see to the maceration personally
Bakacağız.
and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
1.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Son Real. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Son Real stored?
in the main cellar around the corner, I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel
Sen de
Ravella.
olsan sen de böyle.
Only then did he come into his own.
Ama şu an şey yani soruşturmada.
Olsun. Chest olduğu gerçekleşti. Aşağı indim ya direkt.
Kapıyı açtı. İnemedim ki. Heh, şimdi açtı.
Yağmalıyorum bir şeyler.
Buradan ineceğiz herhalde. Kadın bekliyor mu tepede? Cık. Nereden?
Araçta
nereden?
diyor ama.
Söyle.
Bu ne? Ha söndür. Ben tek başıma araştırıyorum ya.
Hayır, diğer tarafa geldi kadın. Heh, burada inceleme var.
Ha orada yok, burada yok ya.
Ay, sinematik girdi.
Neyse bunları araklayıp kaçıyorum ben. Tam kadın buradan gidiyor.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Sinematik bitti. Zaten seçenekli değildi. What?
Aa. Bağ bozumu. Burası işte.
Bağ bozumu. Tape.
Ya burada nerede incelenecek şey var ya?
Kitap gibi bir şey var.
Bu kitap var sen.
Bir tane
Buldum ben direkt aslında biliyor
önündeydi ya.
musun? Bağ bozumu
Evet, direkt
1269 bağ
önündeydi.
bozumunda. Ha kitap buradaymış tamam.
Vendor's log. Fermentation completed with no complications.
Bakayım abi.
Tapped above sediment line. Here it is.
Nerede?
Barreling. Everything lines up at first
Bilmiyorum ki,
glance.
biraz kaba
Neatly and
duruyor o ya.
thoroughly documented.
Sen bilirsin.
Then we must follow
En çok
our
onu
other
oynuyorsan
lead.
onu.
Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Buradaydı
Ben-
ya.
Tam anlayamadım olayı ama bakıyorum bir
Buradayım ya.
yerlere. Tamam.
Bir de sen.
1200
I have a feeling we'll find
Aynen
something
buldum.
awry.
şuydu ama
Evolus.
1269 buldum.
Might
Ne
try.
olacak
An
peki?
excellent
Bir şey
wine.
olmadı.
You've
bulunca.
good taste.
Olmadı gerçekten.
Ne yapacağız ya, anlamadım.
Hepsine mi bakmak lazım?
Her
Aa bu
yere
da
baktım
1269 bağ bozumu.
Ben
Yes,
hepsine
yes.
baktım yani.
I think everyone and their mother's heard of this
Huh?
wine.
Among the
Ha,
best
yukarı
in the world.
çıkayım, yukarı
Hepsi mi?
çıkılıyor.
Castel Ravella
Yukarı
is
çıkılıyor.
famous for.
Aynen, yukarı çıkılıyor. İncelenecek bir şey var hatta. Yukarıda.
Got Pamino over here.
Sangre'yi bul diyor.
1270.
Bug'a girdi galiba oyunumuz.
Bakmaya devam et. Aa, yere düşeceğiz. Ay.
Da 1269 bağ bozma.
Yukarı çık, yukarı.
Almış.
Çekil kız.
Kilitli diyor.
Ha, şurada var. 1268. Delireceğim galiba.
Ne diyeceğim, sen mahzenden çıktın mı o ileride?
Yo, yukarıdaymış. Aa, buldum galiba. Buldun mu? Hayır ya. Aa, işte. Bakalım varillerden biri boş mu diyor. Ben buldum yukarıda.
Hurry along, it's cold down here.
Şimdi varilleri inceleyeceğim. Çıktın mı yukarı? Direkt mahzenin orada. Bulunduğumuz yerin ortasında bir merdiven var yukarı çıkan. Direkt hani o şeylere baktığın yerin yani. Bu da dolu.
Bulamadım ya.
Şeyde direkt ortada.
Tamam,
Ortada
neymiş
bir alan
bu?
var.
Direkt ortada mı?
Hı hı.
Ben bulamadım ama ne yapacağız?
Şöyle bu hani bir şeyler
Hangi çıkacağız
inceliyorsun
acaba?
ya.
Ben direkt o
Merdiven mi?
alandan çıktım.
Alandan çıkma. Alanın orada.
Aşağıda diyor.
Nereye gittin ki ya?
Oh,
Hani kitap falan okuduk ya, sinematik girdi.
Hurry along, it's cold down here.
Orada merdiven var yukarı çıkmak için. Direkt ortada yani.
Sanreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Lan karşıya geçemiyorsun.
Ya ortaya gelmeye çalış be.
Right here. 1269.
Şimdi ne
What
yapacağız?
Let's see if any
Çıktın mı
barrels are
yukarı?
empty.
now? Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a
Ne?
hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Anlamadım ne
Evet.
dediğini.
Dolu olup olmadığını görmek için fıçıları kontrol et.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too.
Sinematik girdi bana.
Full. This one's full too. Full.
Hepsini
Looks like
kontrol
all
et.
the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial?
Sinematik girdi
Grab a
ya.
tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So,
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
Aç bakalım. Otomatik girdi.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio.
Bekliyorum.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabrizio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was
Bence bir
enormous.
diyelim.
I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Şaraba kime sat?
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt.
Uzun
He
boylu
claimed
siyah
to hail
saçlı.
from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Şarabı nasıl
Yer.
desene?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
Yaşa.
We
Hep
met
beraber.
under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Bu kadarı yeter.
Aynen.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the
Oha.
charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Centurion Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Başlayabiliriz, değil mi?
Şey biraz aynen.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Our favorite vintner.
Arkada siyah saçlı biri oturuyordu. Bence o bu değil de.
It's not him.
Bu o değil ha.
Bence burada yok.
Az önce biri oturuyordu siyah saçlı. Güven miydi dedim mi? Lan bu... Ya
Can yeniliyorum ya.
ya al çeksene. Ota takıldım ya. Sapık. Niye bana vuruyor ya? Ha. Sapık ya.
Tamam mantıklı.
Bir tane kaldı galiba benim.
Is it just me, or did
Yakının
we agree
şarjı
you'd
bitiyor
wait for my
galiba.
signal?
Bir dakika.
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended
Tamam kim
otherwise.
kaldı ya?
at your service.
Kalmış.
It was a
Kessenize
good
şunu
fight.
ya.
We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Gitti galiba.
Let's ask him a
Nerede?
few questions. Come on.
Ya bu ne ya?
Witcher,
3 kişi bir adamı
moment.
dövemediniz mi?
I was wrong about you.
Hah sinematik girdi.
Aa ne desek? Hızlı geçsene sinematiği kendin okuyayım.
Ne, yani ne diyeceğim bilemem ki.
Ha, oku yüzden. Hep geç dedim. İki diyelim bence. Ne dersin? Alo. Geliyor mu ses? Gelmiyor mu? İki dedim ben.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
İnternet mi gitti ya? Abi,
Ben iki dedim.
bir anda gitti çünkü benim de.
Evet evet. Ben iki dedim. Hoca serine gidelim yakınlarda bekliyor.
2 diyeyim ben de. Geçeyim madem gene
Geleceğini
ya.
tahmin etmeliydim.
Okumadım zaten ne dediğini hiç.
Ne desek ki?
Ben okumadım söyle ne diyeyim.
Ben de yani bir şey demedi zaten. Yo bir şey yoktu.
Ya en baştan anlamadım yani ne olduğunu bilmiyorum. İnternet
Bana
gitti, niye gitti
hata
ya?
yaptım falan gibisinden dedi de.
Niye ki?
Hoca serine gideyim yakınlarda bekliyor. O burada mı dedim. Tamam.
Wait,
Tamam.
she here?
I hope he did
Beklemek
not
gerek.
think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Adam niye bize güveni bitti ki onu anlamadım.
Güne bitmedi işte. Adam zaten bizi tutmamıştı yani. Tamam.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Oha.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful.
Mesela bizim
I'm certain
zihnini
the
okumamız
Witcher will
gerekiyor değil mi?
need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Niye zihnini okumuyoruz ya?
Bence bir diyelim. Adam
Bir
korktu
var.
çünkü.
Aynen bir.
Sure
Ama bence
can.
zihnini okuyabilirdik.
Fresh
Ne
out.
diyorsun?
In that case, he is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
1.
An bir.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now.
Sanki bizi
Who is
öldürmedi.
he?
Go on, man. Spit it out. The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Ne diyelim? Hadi gidelim. Değil
Hadi
mi?
gidelim.
Let's go to town.
Bir kişi olduk. Ama
Oha.
bir tane
Right.
kalmıştı. O da bitecek.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Hmm.
Bir
Ne
diyelim.
diyelim? Tamam.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
2 ya.
İyi bence.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
1.
Bir.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
Niye sondurdu ki?